Welcome, MES Amos, to my cozy Christmas apartment tour, a little slice of Parisian holiday magic tucked away in my small but elegantly cherished space. Tonight, I'll take you on a journey through every corner dressed in classic French holiday decor, where soft light, delicate textures, and timeless charm converge. If you love cozy, refined interiors, I'd be so grateful if you hit subscribe, give this video a like, and leave a comment telling me your favorite festive detail. Let's step inside together and let the season's gentle warmth wrap around us. As you walk in, the entryway welcomes you with a soft, golden glow. There's a small console table draped in linen, atop which sits a lush evergreen garland accented with tiny berry red buds, candle tapers in aged brass, and a delicate mirror framed with rococo curves, a nod to the graceful French rocaille style. The warmly flickering candles and the muted fragrance of pine set a tranquil, intimate mood, making this small space feel like a holiday greeting card come to life. In the living room, plush velvet cushions in dusty rose and deep cream invite you to sink in. A classic wingback chair, its high back upholstered in soft linen, sits beside a low gilded side table holding a candelabra, where pillar candles glow softly. This pairing of refined textures, velvet and brass, linen and flame, is straight from the heart of French country elegance. The low light plays gently on creased folds of fabric, making the room feel both luxurious and lived in, cozy yet full of subtle sophistication. The centerpiece of the room is my Christmas tree, modest in height but grand in elegance. It's adorned with cream, gold, and muted pale blue ornaments, a classic French country palette that feels both nostalgic and graceful. Dried hydrangea sprigs, reminiscent of vintage French decor, are tucked into the branches, adding a soft, romantic texture. The tree is wrapped in warm white fairy lights, giving a gentle, twinkling glow and making the whole corner feel like a timeless holiday vignette. Above the small mantel, I've draped a garland of fresh greenery, interwoven with small pine cones, delicate gold beads, and linen ribbons. Across the surface, I've arranged miniature framed art, a vintage French landscape, a cherub print, echoing the sinuous curves of rocaille style. A cluster of candles, in varying heights, creates a layered glow that dances shadows across the wall. This tableau feels both romantic and refined, a little scene that captures the heart of French holiday tradition in a compact space. Next, let me guide you to my dining nook, where a small round table is dressed for a classic French Christmas dinner. The tablecloth is crisp linen in ivory, layered with a soft gold runner. Vintage china with delicate floral motifs sits beside crystal glasses, and gilded cutlery gleams softly. In the center, a low arrangement of evergreens, white roses, and sprigs of dusty blue hydrangeas casts a serene, elegant presence. The whole setting feels warm, inviting, like you're sharing a meal by candlelight in a Parisian salon. Lighting in this apartment is all about subtlety and romance. I've planted petite fairy lights around mirrors and draped garlands, turning reflections into soft pools of shimmering glow. Tall taper candles in brass holders, arranged on side tables, flicker softly and add height and warmth. This layered lighting style is inspired by classic French country design, where the glow isn't harsh but a whisper, inviting calm, conversation, and moments of quiet joy. Textiles in my apartment are an essential part of the cozy mood. Think plush wool blankets, velvet throw pillows, and vintage linen table runners. On the sofa, I've draped a knitted throw in ivory that invites curling up with a favorite book or a cup of hot cocoa. These textures are deliberately imperfect: wrinkles, folds, soft edges, capturing the relaxed elegance of French country charm. It's a tactile embrace that soothes the soul. greenery is woven throughout the apartment, on the mantel, around windows, and even framing a small wall shelf. I've used mixed garlands of pine, eucalyptus, and frosted berries, which feel natural yet intentionally styled. In true French country fashion, I avoided overly symmetrical arrangements. The garlands curl gently, with little clusters and soft swoops, echoing the organic curves of rocaille design. The result? A sense of calm, natural elegance that softly whispers holiday nostalgia. As you move from room to room, you catch hints of holiday scent, the crispness of fir, the whisper of eucalyptus, and the round sweetness of vanilla from a few small candles. In one corner, I've placed a porcelain diffuser filled with a subtle blend of pine and lavender, evoking the serenity of a French countryside winter. This gentle fragrance weaves through the air, grounding the visual beauty with a comforting, soulful presence. It's the kind of scent that feels like memory. In a blissfully quiet corner, I've created a reading nook, a delicate wrought iron chair, a soft linen cushion, and a small side table crowned with a stack of vintage French novels and a candle in a mercury glass holder. Nearby, a small woven basket holds throw blankets, ready to be pulled over your lap. This little sanctuary feels like a secret retreat, a place to linger, reflect, or simply pause in the holiday hush. Even my kitchen gets a French holiday lift. Soft white dishes are accented by gilded flatware, and a linen tea towel with subtle fleur-de-lis embroidery hangs on the oven handle. On the countertop, a petite evergreen sprig peeks out of a vintage milk jar, and a few simple gold ornaments rest in a shallow bowl. The scent of cinnamon from simmering cider swirls gently, completing an atmosphere that's understated yet warmly festive, inviting you to stay near, sip, and savor. As we enter the bedroom, you can feel the coziness deepen. The bed is layered in crisp white linen sheets, a chunky knitted throw, and a velvet cushion, an elegant trio inspired by French country Christmas bedrooms. On the bedside table, a small wreath of frosted greenery cradles a pillar candle, its light soft and flickering. Wrapped gifts in cream paper with gold script lie gently at the foot of the bed, evoking anticipation, gentleness, and the peacefulness of a winter evening. Speaking of gifts, even the way I wrap them plays into the French holiday charm. I've chosen parchment-style paper, natural twine, and sprigs of greenery, sometimes a touch of lavender, for a refined yet organic feel. On a little bench next to the sofa, gifts are arranged like a quiet tableau, illuminated by soft candlelight. This kind of presentation feels soulful, personal, and deeply thoughtful rather than flashy, a reflection of the understated elegance of French holiday traditions. If you're lucky enough to have a balcony or window in your apartment, I've styled it with a few classic touches: a small potted evergreen, a cluster of candles in glass lanterns, and a light linen cushion on a wrought iron chair. Through the window, you might imagine soft snow or city lights twinkling, whatever your own winter looks like. The reflection of candlelight on the glass creates a dreamy, glowing frame, like a painting of a quiet Christmas Eve in Paris. No tour is complete without the sound. I play a gentle playlist of classical French carols, soft piano pieces, and the quiet hum of holiday strings. Imagine the faint crackle of a candle flame, the soft whisper of wool blankets settling, and the distant laughter of celebratory toasts. This soundtrack lifts every scene, making the space feel alive, yet serene, like a memory in motion, warm, refined, and deeply cozy. As I walk you through each corner, I feel a wave of gratitude for the little apartment that feels expansive when bathed in candlelight, for the simplicity of natural garlands, and for the joy of creating a space that quietly celebrates tradition and elegance. This French-inspired Christmas decor isn't about excess, but about intention, layering textures, mixing light and shadow, weaving nature into design. It's my heartfelt reminder that magic doesn't require grand rooms, just love, light, and a touch of thoughtful detail. Thank you so much for joining me on this little Christmas apartment tour, a cozy, elegant celebration of French-inspired holiday charm in a small space. I hope you felt inspired to bring soft lighting, vintage touches, natural greenery, and rich textures into your own home this season. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more elegant decor ideas, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment telling me which corner warmed your heart the most. Wishing you a season filled with grace, serenity, and the simple beauty of a cozy Christmas. Joyeux Noël, and see you in the next video.